And you're back once again, guys. You're back here on the channel. Back here on beautiful cryptocurrency theory, guys. Back here on a Christmas holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Feliz Navidad. There's a numerous other holidays here, guys. So we're going to try to jump into something happening here, guys. The channel. Surprise. What's good, guys? What's good? We are going to be jumping into the channel, guys. We're going to be jumping into comments and concerns, as we always do here on the channel. Your comment is very valuable, so feel free to leave it in the comment box, and we'll try to get to it here on the show here. I know it's kind of hard to get to everybody's comments, but we make it happen here, guys. We'll go through the prices, obviously, and see what's going on with prices. I saw Dash Coin up a little bit today. A lot of coins, Bitcoin creeping back up to 99K, guys, which is, when we go to 100K, 99 is going to be an exciting number. If we're starting to use some of the psychological aspects of how this stuff trades, guys. So bear with me here, guys. We got a show as always. We enjoyed the introduction here as always, and feel free to get down here if you got time. Like I said, we are opening up the chat. Let's see if anybody's coming into the chat here yet. And I'm not even looking at that. Guys, that's the funniest part, because we know people are gonna come down here, guys. It's been an exciting year for the channel here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this year was more exciting than last year. Sorry, guys. I got a cold here, and nobody really cares or anything like that. But I've been getting over a cold for the last couple days, so if I try to snort snot, I will. I won't be doing that. So it's been an exciting year, guys, for prices, for just the happenings in crypto. It's probably been one of the more exciting years, but every year is exciting, right? 2023 was exciting for Bitcoin Cash and other coins, and this year there's been the Craig Wright thing. It's been news story after news story after news story that we've been covering here on the channel, and it's just funny because we watch the real news carry their news to the masses, right? But then we really see what's going on here with crypto, and we're just like, is any of this stuff really matter? What these guys are talking about? Does it really matter what this person's saying about crypto, or does it really matter if we just step out of it all and say, okay, we know the fundamentals, we know the different aspects of what this stuff is, guys. If we look at that and we kind of let the news be the news, right? And then we look at the news and we're like, okay, yeah, obviously those would be theoretical positive feedbacks crypto would get in a hypothetical situation where that mattered, right? We would sit there and rationalize in our head, okay, this is worth paying attention to, but this is just worth following, right? And I think I just made that up, but what we need to look at here on this channel, guys, is we're going to be looking at the stuff that really matters here in the next year. We already have everything in place, guys. Everything is already in the best spot it could be, and that's simply because we already have the coins, right? And we're starting to see those coins take off. I think everybody's seen it here recently here on the channel, that not only the channel's taken off, but different genres of crypto are taking off, right? Subtopics of crypto are taking off. We saw it last year with Solana, guys. Last year would have been the time to buy Solana. We saw Solana get pushed all year long, and we saw the price. We're at the end of Christmas. We're at 184 bucks. We haven't moved. It's the same damn price. It's the same damn price. So we know we're onto something here on the channel, and we're following that. All right, we're following that stuff. Sorry, I'm talking to these people we got here on the show. Here, guys, they're telling me what to say. So my point is, guys, is we really are having a good time here on the channel. Not only having a great time here on the channel, but we're really starting to see this stuff really come together here. Not only on the channel, but what it is that the channel's talking about. Your voices have been heard. We found where the people are in this stuff. We found the people that are in this crypto stuff, in these variety of different coins. And you might be sitting there saying, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, I bought XRP, I bought Stellar on a risky bet. I've been DCAing my Bitcoin. That's great, guys. That is phenomenal. But what we want to do here on this channel, guys, we want to step out of that. We want to listen to people that are in the crypto community. We want to listen to some of this stuff that is really psyop, but actually real, right? We're not. You always hear about conspiracy theories, guys, and some people say in every conspiracy theory there's some bit of truth. I would say in some conspiracy theories there are truth, not all conspiracy. Like Bigfoot, you know, maybe. You know, I don't know. I don't know about these type of things, but I think like in the crypto world, the conspiracy part and the psyop part and the as you know, notable people in the Bitcoin community have said, like Michael Saylor, like the fucking anarchist part, there are these little subgroups, and these little subgroups actually have a lot more power in this crypto world, almost like a you know, an in the back room handshake per se, with their crypto coins, and within a split second they can basically just override, if they team together and, you know, call it collusion for the right reasons, into the right type of dynamics that push certain coin groups. So what are coin groups? Okay, right? What is a coin group? A coin group is just a community-driven project that has a decentralized public ledger or private ledger that has token distribution in that subgroup. So, for instance, you know, there's different varieties of Bitcoin, right? There's Bitcoin Cash, there's Bitcoin ESB. Somebody recently put in the comments, bro, you need to check out eCash right here on your channel. You need to bundle up so your chest hair doesn't hang out the top of your shirt there. So we listen to you guys, and we know that there's different communities out there for every coin. I mean, we got Zcash here on the channel. We've been talking about Dash here on the channel. You know, it's up this week. That's great. We have more centralized, but decentralized, centralized in the way they operate, but decentralized in the true nature of the projects, right? Like we could say, you know, Ethereum now is proof of stake, but like, who are the large node operators, right? Like we start looking at stuff like that. We say we got to put our money where the money is the safest, right? We don't want to put our money in something that's going to underperform the market, or you know, join the bandwagon of news in the market that's going, you know, in the general direction of maybe a gain, but not really that monumental power gain that we really want, that we really strive so much for here on the channel. Is we don't really want where I'm at in my life, guys, you know, with everything, we need to make more strategic, riskier investments now. Obviously, if you're, you know, we have a small portion of the channel, I think it's about 15% over the age of 55 or 65 or something like that. The older you get on this channel, the less you are to watch, right? Because the channel that we're catering to is obviously, this is the first initial amount that we're making, right? So obviously, you know, people are hitting the channel and they're like, I don't want to buy this stuff. I mean, this Dash coin he's talking about has gone up fucking 100%. It's retraced 50%. And I can't risk that, you know, with these millions of dollars. Or, you know, we potentially have billionaires watching the channel here, guys, that are trying to get a leg up here. But what these same people find time in and time out is, while we're on here on the channel and they're not simultaneously buying these coins, the performance of these coins, if you look over and you zoom out from when we started talking about them, which you guys know, this channel has been around since 2019. Obviously, we started doing little live streams in 2020 or 21 or something like that. Whenever we were doing the Bitcoin Cash live show, I think it was actually 2022. So we started then, but we had little scattered videos on here that we really didn't know what we were talking about. But the thing that we didn't know really what we were talking about, what's so funny, is if you look at these coins, including Bitcoin, and I tell you guys all the time that, you know, there's different coins to invest in, but, you know, it really just goes back to the timeline of how this stuff is played out, guys. The nature of how this stuff is played out has been a little bit more, it's been a little bit more believable, right? Like I can talk myself into circles here about a ton of different coins, but if you notice, it's always the same coins. So at the end of the day, when these coins start going up, it doesn't matter like when they go up, guys. That's what you need to realize. You need to realize that the longer that the time goes till your fucking expiration, meaning the end of your time, the only time and value that you should find is the opportunity to buy some of these coins that we're talking about here on the channel, because it's not really a matter of if or when. Well, I guess it's a matter of when for most. It doesn't matter when though, but if, right? That's what we're looking for. It matters if it's going to do it. And a lot of these coins, guys, here that people are in, they are hitting billion-dollar market caps. You know, somebody was joking the other day when I was talking about Fartcoin. Well, it hit $1 billion market cap. So we're going to see this money cycle around so fast. Why so many people are in it. As these people come in, it's going to pump submarkets in the crypto world that are pegged to some type of safety net within that same crypto subgroup, meaning they're communicating, guys. They're communicating through coins. They are pumping certain coins. They are taking advantage of where they know the money is going to be. And that's where we're trying to, you know, we're trying to get into here on the channel. We're not trying to look, I'm not trying to go for a steady climb here, right? You can do that. That's a great way to do. You know, I have some coins that have been kind of doing that. But really, guys, you see that it's the same amount. You really see that the variance in what that stationary amount would only be about 30%, right? Like if we all, I think if we all looked at our portfolios here and took a step back for a second and say, all right, man, how far are we outside the range from if we're just holding Bitcoin BTC? And I think you'll find that at different points of time are different, but you're really not, you're not that far out, guys, if you guys are DCAing, they call it, or just constantly buying these coins. But fuck DCAing. I go in with as much as I can when I have that amount of money, guys. That's how I always did it. And guys, I've been living off crypto for damn near 2 years, subsidizing my living costs pretty dramatically. And the coins are, for the most part, you know, doing great. They're up, you know, they're up beyond belief. And that's what we're looking at here. So, all right, we'll jump in the chat here. Enough rambling. See what you guys are saying here. So, I mean, it really is true, though, guys. I mean, I can't stress it enough. And there is a possibility we are not even live. I don't know why it lags here on my phone. Are we live? Are we live? We are. We are beautifully live here. Mr. Poole, what's good? Yeah, I don't call it beauty. I shake my butt cheeks, guys. And Mr. Poole, you got to get into that because we could take the intro a whole nother level. I could get implants and do it, Mr. Poole. So that would be taking it to extreme. So we're back here on the channel, guys. We got Mr. Poole trying to correct me on my own channel here in the channel. So we'll make a video for him where I'm shaking my ass. Will that be fun for everybody to see? Guys, we are live. Come on down here. We're taking a break here. I've just had some anger come in my head from Mr. Poole here, and we're obviously not taking it well. So we're back here on the channel, guys. We are back. Mr. Poole really is in the chat though, so real talk. We do appreciate you guys coming down. You know, we're always taking feedback, so I will note it, Mr. Poole. You don't want to see me shake my ass I mean, you do watch more than most people, so it probably does get a bit repetitive, me shaking my ass here at the back. But to be fair, it is, you know, it is cryptocurrency theory, guys, and I don't think we can expect really much more or less from that. So let's take a quick peek here at prices, guys. I saw some of my coins going up today. I believe it was Dash and Zcash. Zcash is back up over $70 here on the channel. It is been aggressively climbing, guys. I mean, it went up from $41 back here December 20th. That is only 5 days away, so it's almost doubled. I mean, if we keep going here on this trajectory, probably going to end up doubling here pretty quickly. You know, and I think, guys, that's what's going to be kind of funny here with the channel is we got people like, you know, Mr. Poole. We got people like, you know, Alan and Jay and other community members that have been coming down here for a while. And Mr. Poole just said it himself. He bought BSV at $50. So it's, again, these prices they're arbitrary, really. I mean, they're all over the place. They're fucking, you know, jumping around here. But guys, I think once you'll find is when these prices start doing that, is that's when we start liftoff, right? That's when we start getting the 200-300% gains in a week, you know, and there have been some coins that have been casually doing that, right? We had some coins at the beginning of the year go up. We had Bitcoin Cash, and you know, to be fair, this time last year, speaking of BSV, Mr. Fool, we were, you know, we were talking about BSV last year. You know, we were kind of depressed. We had, you know, that 5 o'clock shadow, the, you know, the non-shave look. We were, you know, living in a garage. We were, you know, not at the best of times, but guys, we knew what was going to happen, right? We kind of knew this was going to happen, so it shouldn't come as really that much of a surprise. That's why we don't get all hyped up here, guys, when the prices go up 200-300%. We're kind of just like, oh, well, we thought it would. Yay! You know, it's like, yay, we went up a little bit here. So when we look at these prices, guys, and we fall back here on the prices, you know, it's pretty fun, right? It's pretty fun because we kind of know these coins are on some levels undervalued. And this time last year, let's zone in here. I think the coins that you'll see the most action around will be the same nature of this stuff, how it always plays out, right? Like we saw Solana climb from fucking $9 to what, $200, and we saw everybody jump in on it at $180. These other coins and coins that we're talking about here are going to be the same thing, guys, here on the channel. So we're going to be following them. Are we live? Are we back? Are we back here on the channel? So guys, like I said here, this time last year, we saw a monumental climb on BSV, which is pretty crazy because if we zoom out, it doesn't look like it really did much. But that really was a climb from $18 to over $100, which, you know, I'm not a math guy, guys, but we're looking at almost a 5.5x, right? So we go up 500% from where we're at, we'll be sitting at about $270, which would put us all the way back up here, right? And again, like a lot of these coins in these communities stay dormant until the coin prices start going up. And we've seen a lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of action around like Litecoin recently, guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like Litecoin seems to be a coin that is getting like new people talking about it. We had people talk about Bitcoin Cash here kind of recently too. That's been another coin. BSV, not really a lot. You know, it's kind of the same people here, but you know, the same great people. And then also BSV has been kind of getting this South American community. Have you guys noticed like South American countries have kind of taken on this BSV thing? And that's just simply, guys, because it's not regulated as much. Like in the United States, it's like one of those coins that's super censored. Like I feel like every time I put it in the tag or anything, like the video doesn't get pushed to the top. But when I put Bitcoin, obviously it does because we're the best channel. So it's a little mixed there, right? We have a little bit of things here. But I think once we go back up to about $250, $300, we're start sitting here. You know, people that are actually looking at crypto in the right light will start paying attention to maybe, you know, crypto's next move here on the channel. You know, we got some moves too, guys. I'm not going to keep the channel like this. I mean, the channel is definitely not going to be like this forever. We had people complain about the sound and you know all these pointless things, but you got to understand here, guys, that we're not going to over budget ourselves for anything here on the channel. And at the end of the day, is when these coins start going up, is when you're going to start seeing the monumental shift here, not only in the coins, but here on the channel. Because why? Well, because simply over the last 2 years, I'm the only one building out any content on these coins because we're, you know, obviously there's a few, but like we could count it on maybe two hands with pretty much every coin we talk about here on the channel, right? So we have, you know, about 10 coins we talk about here, right? We have 10 coins that we talk about. Most of them have not been talked about. Most of them have been criticized for the longest time, while the news builds out these other while the news builds out these other narratives to try to hype people up about specific things. And that's why I say, guys, like for me, I know where most people are in crypto. Okay, even in the 7 years that I've been in, and I had this chart I wanted to bring up to kind of show you this a little more clearly, because you never can find where Bitcoin was, right? You never know where Bitcoin was simply because nobody ever goes back and look. So I've looked on every single fucking thing here, guys. I've gone back through every single one of these things. I couldn't call one off the top of my head, but everybody's always questioning, like, oh, well, when was Microsoft accepting Bitcoin and all this? It's all here. All that information here is on 99 Bitcoins. And yeah, some people say, oh, well, some of that stuff they put on there, why are they putting it on there? It's not true decentralized libertarian stuff. But I've only heard a couple numbskulls say that, right? I've heard a couple knuckleheads say that, but for the most part, nobody goes back and looks at any of this stuff, guys. Like, nobody goes back and look why Bitcoin rose to $30 from fucking $1. Nobody does this. And another thing people fail to recognize is, like, the biggest fucking jumps in Bitcoin were right here. Fucking these jumps from fucking under $1 to $10,000. Like, when Bitcoin was being used as a payment system, it had problems, right? It had problems right here in 2017 with the whole, SegWit, Bitcoin Cash, later BSV, this whole thing. But we look at this stuff and we're kind of like amazed that we're, seeing this stuff, and nobody is really putting it on the front line and center here. They're just, they're just in the wrong stuff, and it seems like, right? And some people be like, dude, what do you mean you're talking about Bitcoin and XRP and stuff? Guys, these are badass coins. I'm just saying. The people need to realize that are coming in. I'm not talking about people that have been holding XRP or people that have been holding Bitcoin from under $1. Congratulations. You guys are on YouTube talking about buy this fucking meme token now. So you guys, the longtime Bitcoin investors, a lot of them, and a lot of these Bitcoin investors obviously hold Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. And like I keep telling you guys can go look at Isaac, the guy that was looking at Bitcoin at $100, and all he did is he was DCAing, buying all of them along with Uniswap. So it's not just me saying it, guys. You just have to do the research and actually find that a lot of these, like, if you've been holding Bitcoin since under fucking 20K, congratulations. You probably have your own token on fucking Ethereum now, or you have your own meme token on Solana now, or something like that, or you're doing something like that. But we really start looking at the timeline of this stuff, and I do recommend you guys go look at every single one of these. Man, my dog is sitting under me, and something hit me in the mouth, and this, oh my god, you need to walk, don't you? Got some toxic smell coming from down there. Whew. Sorry, guys, that my dog had a little bit of chili. Fuck. So yeah, if you guys go back and you look at, oh my gosh. Woo! That'll wake you up. Ah, shit. He's underneath my desk, and if you can imagine, it's an enclosed box with my keyboard right at my knees. And I don't have to tell you the rest, guys. So check it out, guys. Bitcoin, 99 Bitcoins. Historical graph. You can go to Google and type it in, 99 Bitcoins, historical graph. I really recommend, if you guys are just hitting this channel for the first time and not, you don't really know what crypto is, and you're like, man, this guy's saying a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not really what everybody's saying online. Just go back and read this. And maybe pick up, that Hijacking Bitcoin book. I haven't read it yet. Probably going to read it probably here over the next year. I usually, if I get a book, guys, I usually read it in like 2 days, 3 days. I just read the entire book. So haven't read that yet, but plan on checking that out. And, here's the free part. You don't have to buy the book. You can see it here, but we do plan on buying the book, obviously, because we want to read it. But we need to read and be smarter. But like I said here's the graph. And it shows every event by the date, and you can see for your own eyes what is going on. It'll take you through all the stuff. It even talks about other coins. That's why I kind of think it's not really censored, because there is talks, I think, even of Ethereum Classic in here, and Ethereum and stuff like that. So it's just a good place to start. That's all I'm saying. If you guys have, if you're new to crypto, or you're thinking you know about crypto, but you really don't, I recommend checking this out. It's just a great site, just to like learn the basics. You know what I mean? To learn like the basic stuff that you should already theoretically know. And a lot of times, guys, I am finding out stuff that I don't even know, right? Like we find out this stuff as time goes by. You can't, you're not going to be able to find all the information and be able to just take in all that information at once, because there's literally so much. You got to start with 99bitcoins.com to just level your head on your perception of Bitcoin, right? Or like I said, pick up the Hijacking Bitcoin book. I mean, it's a top seller on Amazon now, from Amazon Analytics. So I mean, you can also read a book about it. But it makes sense to dive into not only this, the book, and other stuff. That way, people, as we move into this next year, have a good, clear idea of what's going to happen and how it's going to play out. What does that mean? Well, guys, we're seeing it play out, right? We're seeing in these coins, we're seeing 100% jumps, and then we're seeing 50% retractments. These are the same type behaviors that crypto experienced during these altcoin pumps in 2016 and prior, 2014. Some of these altcoins, Dash, Litecoin, some of them are fucking over a decade old. So it's going to become a thing here, guys. I think really shortly. I think we'll see Binance Coin and some of these coins really aggressively go up here on the channel. It'll be a lot of fun, because it won't be that we have to really change anything. We just have to get under the understanding that we need to get, build out different ways, different things that are going to propel us to obviously acquire more of these coins at more opportunistic moments, because they're obviously at this point, we have found that crypto probably is likely a good investment from our perspective. If we base previous economical and geopolitical cycles that have carried out in the past, right? If we look at different crises and different scenarios that were maybe not beneficial for somebody not invested, we start to say, hey, this crypto stuff, the coins that we're talking about here on the channel probably are the coins. There's more of a high probability that these are the coins rather than not being the case. And as time progresses, even though the prices have not been really reflective of that all the time, from a macro standpoint and the direction of the crypto markets, I think we can safely say that we've been right most of the time here on the channel, right, with these coins. And if you've been acquiring these coins, just saying, man, I trust this dude, this is working, this hasn't worked yet, it's gonna work. Just all you gotta do is just keep buying these coins. Don't look at these coins fluctuate. More or less go strategically in these positions, place yourself in these positions, build them out, have them in non-custodial wallets, have them decentralized from anybody touching them, and then basically within a very short period of time, all these coins aggregate in a general direction that is pretty remarkably interesting, guys. Pretty remarkably fantastic, if you ask me, because like I said, and I've told you guys many times, if we're at a starting position right now, the sky truly is the limit on this stuff, regardless of how many coins you have, right? Because the coins that we have, obviously, the more you have, the better. I mean, duh, dude. But the coins that we do have already and where the market currently is, like, again, I want to be clear, as many coins as you can get, but there, when the market starts propelling at these aggressive turning points, guys, we see very big fluctuations very quickly. And like when we go back to the math thing too, you guys know that's the topic here this year. A lot of these coins are under $1 billion market cap. Okay. I looked at Dash the other day, guys. It is like, I think 800 million, 500 million or something like that. It's under $1 billion. Zcash just crossed $1 billion the other day. So when we look at this stuff, right, and we look at Bitcoin Cash, it's at 10 billion. Some of these are larger, they're the top 25, but we see other coins that are, 100 billion or 50 billion or 20, 30 billion. And we see those type of coins. We see those coin communities. We see those, why those coins are that price. And it also validates other stuff that we've been talking about here on the channel on where other coin prices could be going. And I say that because it's really true, guys. Is a lot of these coins are very undervalued. And I will say, they're going to take off. They're going to take off. Man, we got a lot of people in the channel again. Where are we at here? Oh, that's yesterday's chat. They are going to take off, guys, and when they do. Major Tao, what's good? Major Tao, what's good? Let's do a little bit of Q&A since we got people rolling up big time, big fast in the channel. We got people, guys. We got people coming in. We got Major Tap. We have fucking Mr. Full. We have Digibyte. That's how I'm interpreting DFGD. But we're going to go through a lot of stuff, guys. We're going to go through a lot of stuff here. It might not be in this live stream, but Mr. Full saying real estate collapse in Canada. Yeah, right when Trump gets into office, guys, we're going to see a real estate collapse here in the United States. You guys know that's my business, though. Yeah, I was telling you guys that we were making videos this year about that. At the first of the year, we're going to see the Trump administration is going to push down and make affordable housing through fucking crashing the real estate market. That's going to be the cycle for that. But again, just speculation. We don't know that for sure. Prices might stay high, but I doubt it with the interest rates and the treasury yields rising. Treasury yields have been on the rise, so therefore mortgages are going to rise. Therefore, the real estate market is a supply and demand market. Major Tao says, understanding the fundamentals of a subject or how you get good at something. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying here, guys, is we do understand the fundamentals of this crypto stuff because we've been watching it for fucking 7 years. That doesn't make us an expert by any means, but we would see, we would see this stuff play out time to time, and it was enough, it was enough for me to say that we got it right? I mean, it's enough for me to say we got it right, just simply because, guys, I mean, we've seen it play out. We're going to keep seeing this play out, guys. The whole thing is it's just a matter of time. These coins could move so fast, guys, at the current prices that people won't even be looking at these coins again until they're hitting all-time highs, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing with XRP. People, if somebody can pull me the data or give me the data on where the most, and you can probably look at some of the derivatives products on XRP on some of these exchanges, where did all the money pile into XRP or fill positions for futures or, like I said, some of these derivatives products? Where did that money land? Because, it's overnight, Ripple XRP token went to 100 billion market cap from 50 billion, guys. I mean, it literally, that's a lot of money. Okay, we're not talking about a low cap altcoin that went from fucking, a couple hundred million to 500 million or something. This is much bigger than that, guys. The coins that we're talking about here on the channel, in some cases, are under $1 billion. They're under $10 billion. Most every coin up there, I think, with Bitcoin Cash, obviously other than ETH, they're under 100 billion. I mean, under 10 billion. I'm sorry. I think Bitcoin Cash is maybe at about 10 billion right now. But a lot of these coins, guys, are when we start looking at how much numbers would have to be or how much money would have to come in to increase the price of the coin, it's clear to me that if you're not buying these coins, you're potentially missing out on a 10 to 20x. And I told you the other night that maybe not even a 20x. Like in some cases, I know it's crazy to think, but some of these could be 50, 500x, 1,000x coins. Like I mean, I know that sounds really crazy, but it's not really crazy, guys, because we've already seen these coins at certain prices. We've seen the market strategically shift into this weird narrative where it's like you have people that are cheering on for something that don't know what it is. Does that make sense? They're cheering for something and they're conforming to something, but at the root core, they do not know what it is. So it's I don't want to use the word poser because a lot of these people, guys, they're thinking they're doing the right thing. They really are. They're not ill in their intentions, but they still don't. They don't know what they're doing. So what I mean by that is you have people placing bets that are going to get gains, but they're not going to get the type gains that we're talking about here on the channel because it only takes the initial rise up in the candlestick. If you look at the charts, if you go back and you look at Ethereum Classic, the time it took for that rise is like less than a month, like 2 weeks. So within 2 weeks time, do you guys care if maybe that takes 7 years for that 2 week period to come? But if you're trying to find the time in that 7 years, it's damn near impossible, guys. It's like it takes time to build out these positions. That's what I keep telling you. It's not an overnight build. It's a day in, day out journey to build out these positions. If you're fucking rich and you have multi-millions of dollars, or you're a billionaire watching the channel, different dynamic, but you would still be doing it in the same strategic way over time. You would not just buy all your positions at market. That wouldn't even make sense. There's people talking about Bitcoin Cash being the most heavily shorted coin. That could be true until it's no longer true and the fucking candle just goes straight up. That is what we're talking about here on the channel, guys. On cryptocurrency theory, we're trying to give you guys a breakdown to getting those type gains. And again, if you're in one certain investment, I know we get a lot of Tesla super fans still watching the channel that say, dude, when though? Like, it will be a 2 week period, maybe 3 weeks, and you shouldn't wonder when. It's going to be when you're least expecting. The coins are going to rise in a 2 week period, and then that's it. You were either in or out. So once those coin pairs trade hands, you're either in or out at that point. You can always come in, but at that point, you're either in or out. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We're going to be building out stuff here on the channel where we're going to be doing different type stuff because we're going to have basically, we'll have enough that will carry us through the next stretch, meaning we'll be able to, use some of these derivative products that are, like if I think a coin's overvalued, what am I going to do? I'm going to use a derivative product to get exposure to that undervalued discount and exploit it at a premium, right? That's what crypto is, guys. It is a opportunistic moment to either be in the best type form of gains and money that there possibly is if you know how to read this market, and or just fucking missing out. And like I said, if you are in these positions here already on the channel and you're saying, dude, I've been following you, when though, stop worrying about when though, and just wait for that 2 week period for all your doubts, all your questions, all the concerns that we read here on the channel that we love to read. Feel free to drop them in there anytime. We really do love it. It will be affirmed. And at that point, whether you're in or out, it will be affirmed. And once you are affirmed, you will be able to carry on with your day, whether you're in or out, knowing that you have been affirmed. And what I mean by affirmed, like what the fuck are you talking about being affirmed? I mean that it's so probably likely to happen, guys, that it doesn't matter. Like, I can't stress to you enough, it does not matter when. When the 2-3 week period occurs and this astronomical bubble occurs into some of the coins that we're talking about here on the channel, there will be people that are in or out, but everybody will be watching these coins. Now, is it just the coins that we're talking about here on the channel? No, it is not. There are going to be other markets that we've, missed, or that we've missed. Have we missed them though? Have we really missed these markets? Yes, in some cases, yes, we have. But we also know, based on where we're at in this stuff, if we just hang in there, again, we already got the coins, right? we already have the coins. The hardest part has already been achieved. So if you're sitting there with no coins, obviously a more sense of urgency to get coins, right? Like, I mean, we're not all sitting here with, Dash Coin, or Zcash, or Bitcoin Cash, or Monero, or Neo, or Ethereum Classic, or ETH, or fucking Decred, or fucking Litecoin, or any of these other coins. Some people are watching the channel going, I'm just new to this stuff. I don't know where to start. Well, I told you, 99bitcoins.com, and, hopefully you would subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it. But, try, you got to buy the coins, guys. We have to get, again, here on the channel, we're making a business out of it, right? This is badass here, what we're doing here on the channel. This is basically the biggest entertainment brand in crypto, because it's the best, it's obviously the best. So that will grow, guys. We will get better sound. We will get better, we'll be more articulated in our setup, obviously. I mean, we will maybe not have green screens, and maybe I'll be inhaling nitrous oxide or something in the room and sitting here cross-eyed going, it happened here on the channel. So yeah, we don't know, guys. We really don't know, but we do know some stuff. We do know some stuff here on the channel. All right, we'll head back in the chat here. We'll wrap it up. I got breakfast at IHOP here in a minute. So, guys, I don't go to IHOP. Okay, I keep telling you guys that. All right, so nobody's talking. So let's look at Digibyte. Even though that's not really Digibyte, I'm seeing Digibyte when I see that DB. So I'm loving myself, man. Oh, look at all those hearts. Loving myself. Big ego guy. Maybe we'll do some parody episodes over the Christmas holiday. It's almost over anyways. Oh yeah, BCHG. Hey bro, what are your thoughts on BCHG right now? Down 50%, hold or sell? Was thinking selling and moving into MSTY. Moving into MSTY. Why the pods? Because I don't know why you'd sell BCHG right now unless you got in at fucking under $1. It's down. I mean, I'm not trying to Moist Coin. Are you trying to promote MSTY? I don't know what that is. We don't talk about Solana. We don't talk about Solana tokens on Solana, guys. It's just something we're not going to spend time talking about. But I wish you the best in it. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I wish you the best in those endeavors of holding that coin. We've seen a lot of those coins. They're not really coins; they're tokens. But we've seen a lot of those tokens. Let me fix my girdle here, guys. Sorry for the snort snot, guys. I'm really trying to press through this nasal congestion of the dry weather out here. So yeah, I mean, we don't talk about those tokens here, guys, just simply because we hope you do well on them. I really mean that. Like I really do hope that you do good at those. I can't be saying you're like, yeah, like sell it all, go into MSTY. Like, bad idea. I would hold BCHG. I'd maybe sell MSTY and go back into BCHG, to be honest. If I was in that trade. I don't buy Solana meme tokens, guys, nor do we talk about them. Like I said, I think Fartcoin was the $1 billion market cap this week. And it's kind of humorous because I mean there are people in the channel that do buy these and make money off of them, but I'm not going to waste my time because it would fluctuate the channel. I would lose I'd lose coin over time, or I'd be depressed most of the time, and I don't like to jump in on coins like that where I just like know I'm going to lose my money. Like I can lose 50% of my money or 50% of my buying power on some of these coins like Dash or Zcash or something and be okay with it. That happened last year quite a bit. Actually, no, this year. I mean, yeah, beginning of the year too. And that's happened, but it's okay. I don't mind losing 50% on Dash or Zcash or something because I know that money's going to come back. But a lot of times, like I just tried to pull up your coin or your token here, MSTY on World Coin Index, and they don't even have it listed. That's why I like World Coin Index, even though the volumes are a bit skewed. A lot of these scam tokens, like Andrew Tate's daddy, fucking Hawk Tui, some of these aren't even listed on here, which I kind of like. I mean, obviously there is a couple daddy tokens, there is a couple Hawk Tui, but a bunch of just stupid stuff here in the crypto world. We're just not gonna. I'm not saying those coins are stupid. I'm just saying, like, do I really want to promote meme tokens or talk about them more on the channel other than just kind of criticizing them? Probably not really. So we don't really talk about them too much. But yeah, I mean, I hope you do well on it. I know it kind of sounds like I'm being a dick, but it is. I hope you do well on it. I kind of roll my eyes, but I really do hope you do well. But probably not. I hate to say it like that, but all right. So what we're looking at, BCHG guys, is that what we're looking at here? So we got a request here in the channel here for BCHG. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad, Mocam, I'm glad you made a bunch of money on Fartcoin. I'm happy you did. Like, I don't mean that, like, I really do mean that, but, like, a lot of people say that, guys, and I hear about, like, again, Mo, I'm glad for you. I'm really glad you made money on Fartcoin, but, like, if I talk about that stuff, I always know that even though people like Mo have made a lot of money in, like, maybe the last week on Fartcoin, Alyssa said she bought it, she's in the chat here sometimes. But I just can't jump in and talk about that kind of stuff because I know that although there are people that make money on these guys, the majority, like 99%, which could be skeptically said about crypto as well, actually lose money. So I don't really want to, I really don't want to go in there in that Fartcoin too much, like it's, it's kind of a, not where I want to be on the channel. But, I really hope you guys make money on it. Like I'm not even kidding with that. Like I really do. And I mean that, like, I know it kind of sounds like, dude, you're just being a jerk, but I really do hope you guys make money on it. Like, try to find the best way to say it. But, again, there's that sigh behind because it's like, I know majority of people aren't. So, BCHG, guys, is definitely, we were looking at it the other week. It's definitely came down in price. Obviously, the premium has been exploited and or executed in a way where the private placement people have taken advantage of it, and or maybe the premium will reoccur. We don't know. Just we can only look back at this stuff, guys. I would say that like now that BCHG is closer to NAV price, guys, I did a couple of Grayscale videos a couple of weeks ago, and I want to make sure that people are not coming down here trying to exploit the Grayscale volumes because the trading volumes on these aren't that much. And I don't really want to be this channel that is, I hate to say it, but pumping Grayscale. Like I want to start talking about this stuff into the next year. We're not going to fade out the Grayscale stuff, but I'm not gonna let you guys know what I think is happening with Grayscale. Okay, where I think the prices are going. Prices are going to go up based on native crypto moves. So if Bitcoin Cash goes up, expect Grayscale to go up. We'll just follow those premiums as they happen. As the next jump is going to be more, in the native cryptos, especially Bitcoin Cash. The next big jumps are going to, cause this BCHG to go up. However, those next big jumps are going to be in the native crypto, not so much the premium stuff unless it comes back into play. But again, like the trading volumes on these, like I almost feel like we were doing a disservice even talking about these, and you had people talking about them on the internet. And now people are wondering what the fuck happened, including myself. So I'm not giving anybody an edge on the Grayscale market anymore. We're going to be talking about them. We're going to be using BCHG, LTCM, ETCG, some of these that I hold. We're going to be using those in the titles, but it's going to be the videos are going to be more catered to the native crypto because we don't want to manipulate these guys. And I think with some of this, the trading volumes are so thin I'm not going to put myself in a position where, the next time, if these premiums are in place again, based on native crypto jumping, you will see me come in and fucking dump all of these in a live stream or in a video. So that is the grayscale stuff. Again, I'll be using the tags. I'll be using the BCHG, the LTCN, the ETCG in the titles of the videos, obviously to pull a bigger audience. But we're not giving these suits an advantage by watching the channel, right? We're gonna try to exit these positions, right? Yeah, that's a great way to invest in grayscale products, guys. Is through your Roth IRA. It's a great way to defer taxes and stuff. All right. I think that's gonna wrap up the show for today, guys. I got some videos coming out. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Got a couple comments. I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna fucking get out and get moving. I fucking have this head cold. I'm trying to fucking get over it. So catch you guys later. Take care.